What's up, gang? Happy Taco Tuesday. CJ Kerr here, back with another PrizePicks video. I got 4 different PrizePicks plays that we're going to be taking a look at on today's 3-game NBA slate. So if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button now. While you're down there hitting that subscribe button, you might as well slide your finger over to the like button and hit that like button for me as well. I'm going to set today's line at 99.5 likes. I expect that you will help me blow that number out of the water, meaning we need 100 or more likes for us to hit the over. So let's see if we can get that done. Now, if you're new here, I run a little thing called Dub Club. Dub Club's pretty cool. It's a community that I've put together where I share even more picks, plays, props, and parlays than I can here in a short YouTube video. So if you're looking for even more exclusive content from yours truly, check out the pinned comment down in the comment section below. For as little as 67 cents per month, you can get access to some winning picks. We've done pretty well lately, hitting on this 4-pick power play. That's 10x your money. We hit on this one as well a couple nights ago. That was also a 10xer, going 4 for 4. And we're covering other apps outside of PrizePicks. So if you're an underdog player, yeah, we're taking advantage of the underdog discounts like we did with Tanner Houck here at 4.5 strikeouts. We turned that into a 6x day. And we also took advantage of this Bam Adebayo free square, turning that into a 6x. And here's another one. LeBron James last night went over his 0.5 points of rebounds, paired that up with Dela Cruz and Jamal Murray, and ended up 6xing there. And then we also went over to Parlay Play, quickly becoming one of my other favorite go-to apps here. And we cashed out on their slashed line for Nikola Jokic points. Paired that one up with Anthony Davis over 13.5 rebounds, and we ended up turning $20 into nearly $60, almost a 3x on that one. So think about joining the Dub Club. Like I said, the link is pinned to the comment section below, and you can get access to even more picks than I have time to discuss in today's video. But speaking of today's video, got 4 picks lined up for you. All of these are going to be plus EV plays. What does plus EV mean? It's positive expected value. In other words, we're putting ourselves in a good mathematical position for these picks to hopefully go our way. We want them to break in our favor, in other words. So let's start with the first one. TJ McConnell taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. He's at 3.5 assists. So we're going to go over to my favorite tool. This tool is a game changer. If you're playing on sites like PrizePicks, Underdog, Parlay Play, you're going to want to have this tool in your arsenal. It's the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. This thing right here is going to put you on the most optimal plays each and every day, allowing you to capture the value before it slips away. And value is the name of the game in order to be a profitable bettor long term. So starting with the first one here, we don't have to scroll down very far. TJ McConnell sitting here at 3.5 assists. You can see that based on the odds pulled from various sports books, including one of the sharpest sports books in the world, Pinnacle, 53.7% chance that TJ McConnell is going to have at least 4 assists or more today going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. You can see he's at minus 145, a betting favorite to go over on Pinnacle. So 53.7% is not a 100% chance that he's going to go over 3.5 assists. All right, so there's still a chance, 46, 47% chance that he could go under. All right, but if you think about it as a weighted coin, well, it says more often than not, it's going to break our way than it's going to break in our against us, not in our favor. So hopefully it breaks our way in this instance. But on top of that, we can look at some things like hit rates. Here we're using Outlier. If you haven't used Outlier before and you want to check it out, it's got all your player prop research needs tied into one app. There's a 7-day free trial down in the description of today's video. But taking a look at TJ McConnell when he plays at home, I believe this is, all his home games. Let's see. Away games. All his away games are baked in right here. So we're looking at just away games with today's starting lineup. You can see that he's gone over 3.5 assists on the road with the starters in 81% of his games. 13 out of 16 hit rate, averaging about 5.1 assists per game. So McConnell's been doing his darn thing when it comes to going over 3.5 assists. Now, you know I like to use projections. I think everybody should be using projections when it comes to making their decisions. So let's go take a look at some projections for TJ McConnell and his assists. Taking a look here at RotoWire. RotoWire is going to give you a free 2-day trial. No credit card required. So if you're looking for some projections and you want to take RotoWire for a spin, check out the link down in the description below. But they're projecting him for about 3.84 assists, closer to 4 assists than 3 assists. So that first projection's looking good. But me, I like to look at multiple projection models because each projection model is just a little bit different from one model to the next. Now this is a Fantasy Labs / Action Labs projection. They've got him at 4.9 assists, so nearly 5 assists. And of course, like I said, his line is just 3.5 over on PrizePicks. So for me, I would definitely be leaning more on TJ McConnell at 3.5 assists. But if you feel some type of way about it, you don't agree, well, do what you want to do. Take the under or don't take it at all. The choice is totally yours. Moving on to the second pick, Caris LeVert of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Orlando has tied this series up 2 games apiece. Now things shift back to Cleveland. How will Caris LeVert perform tonight? Well, nobody knows, but we're going to try to make an educated guess using the data that we have at our disposal. So 11.5 points and assists. Let's head back over here to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We could just punch in Caris LeVert's name. The search function on this tool, very handy, very helpful. And you can see that he's got about a 52.7% chance of going over 11.5 points and assists. And you see some of these sports books like FanDuel, they have him up at 12.5 points and assists. So maybe all these other sports books will join FanDuel. They'll get in line and they'll end up putting Caris LeVert up to about 12.5. So don't be surprised if this pick ends up getting bumped up on a site like PrizePicks. But taking a look at Caris LeVert's games here, these are games played at home with all of the starters. So Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Max Strus, all of those guys involved in these game logs that you see here. He's gone over an 8 out of 14. That's nearly a 60% hit rate, sitting at a 57% hit rate. Now he's 0 for 2 in home games to start this series out against the Orlando Magic. So maybe things turn around for him tonight. We have seen him clear this number in the past prior to this series starting with Orlando. I mean, he's had 15, 24, 17, 14, 17, 20, and 21 points in assists. So he's definitely capable of getting the job done here. Now, as far as the projections go, well, Caris LeVert is projecting very handsomely today. If we go back over to RotoWire, pop open his player projection card, you can see that he is projected for 14.8 points and assists. That's more than 3 points and assists higher than where he sits at on PrizePicks at just 11.5. So loving the projection versus line differential here for Caris LeVert. Now again, I like checking more than one projection because different projection models will yield different results. And in this case, a little bit more of a conservative projection here on Action Labs at 12.3, but still projecting higher than 11.5, which is what we want to see. So we're going to take the over on Caris LeVert and pray that things go our way. Bringing us to our third pick, which is Paolo Banchero of the Orlando Magic. My Orlando Magic. Shout out to the Magic, man. So proud of this young team. They've been balling out this postseason. Banchero didn't have the greatest game in the last one, but that's just more reason for me to go back to the well, and hopefully Paolo Banchero answers the call tonight. Last game happened to be a Franz Wagner type of game. Maybe tonight's game is a Paolo Banchero type of game. He's sitting at 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So back to the optimizer we go here. I just like to show my work so you guys can kind of see what goes into these picks and these decisions that I'm making. I'm not going with my gut. I'm not guessing. I'm not looking into my magic 8 ball and trying to decide on my picks that way. No, I'm using data. I'm relying on data. Now, 53% chance that he goes over 33.5 PRAs. So if we flip that over, that would be a 47% chance that he stays under his 33.5 PRA. So like I said, it's not a lock. It's not a guarantee. There's no such thing in sports betting, but we'll take the 3% plus edge that we have here. I say 3% edge because these lines makers, these bookmakers, they set these player prop lines to be a 50-50 proposition. And in this case, we're getting a 3% edge, 53% chance that he is going to go over his PRA. today. Taking a look at where he's at here on Outlier, you can see these are the games played on the road with all of the rest of the starters active for the Orlando Magic. On the road this season, about a 55% hit rate. He's cleared this in 11 out of 20 games. He's done better in the last 6 games or so, clearing this line in his last 5 out of 6. Like I said, a little bit of a bad game here, down game in the last one. Finished with 27 points, rebounds, and assists. But maybe tonight is more of a bounce back night for Paolo Banchero. The projection model certainly thinks so. So if we go and take a look at some of those, back over to RotoWire we go here. You can see he's projected for 35.3 points, rebounds, and assists. So healthy projection. Going back over here to Action Labs, we go to the PRA there just to get you a second projection. And this one, even better, 35.8 points, rebounds, and assists. And you can also see that FanDuel's got him up at about 34.5 PRA. So for me, I'd be leaning toward the more or over on Paolo Banchero, which brings us to our final pick. Yes, unfortunately, we've reached the end of the video already, so let's get you in and out and on your way. Donovan Mitchell at 9.5 rebounds and assists. Had a bit of a struggle playing on the road in Orlando. Admitted he has to step up, and maybe tonight he steps up and he fills up the stat sheet in the rebound and assist department. If you just kind of take a look at where he's at on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, punch in his name. It's this easy, folks. And you can see that he is at a, we'll call it a 53% chance. About a 53% chance or likelihood that he goes over 9.5 rebounds and assists tonight. So looking pretty darn good here. We'll take the 53% chance or better on some of these picks. That's a nice little 3% edge in our favor. And just taking a look at some of these games in which he has played at home with his fellow starters, you can see that he's gone over in 11 out of 16 games played at home in Cleveland. That's a 69% hit rate, 11 rebounds plus assists per game average in those 16 home games. Played alongside the likes of Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Max Strus, and Darius Garland. So pretty healthy numbers here for Donovan Mitchell. And again, I'm going to show you some projections because I know you guys love the projections. You guys love to see what these guys are projected for. I get questions all day long. What are the projections? Show me the projections. Do you know what such and such is projected for? Well, here we go. We got Donovan Mitchell projected for 10.2 rebounds and assists. It's a pretty tight projection on a line of just 9.5, but we'll take the 10.2. It is definitely more than the 9.5 number. And then we'll go back over here to Action Labs. They've also got him at 9.8, so closer to 10 than 9, and hopefully he has at least 10 or more rebounds plus assists. So I'm leaning more on Donovan Mitchell. Those are your 4 picks. Guys, let me know down in the comments section. Are you liking these? Are you hating these? Which ones are your favorite? Which ones are you fading? I like to get all your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comments section. Leave me something below. I'll see if I can get to each and every one of you guys. Good luck on all your picks, plays, and parlays, and happy Taco Tuesday. Hopefully we get some crunchy ones and not any soft, sloppy tacos. Catch you in the next video. Peace.